Good afternoon. The midday news, Babatunde Bolatito, is my name. The United States has congratulated Nigeria on the election of the ruling party presidential candidate, Senator Bola Tinubu, while calling for calm amidst accusation of voter fraud and concerns over the technical issues. The U.S. State Department spokesman, Ned Price, stated this in a statement, adding that the competitive election represents a new period for Nigerian politics and democracy. Mr. Price acknowledged the discontent among some Nigerians over the validity of the result, with at least one opposition figure as promised to dispute the outcome. Senator Tinubu was declared the winner of the February 25 polls in Africa's most populous democracy by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Governor of Osun State, Senator Ademola Adeleke, has called on residents of the state to remain peaceful and avoid political violence in the countdown to March 11 state assembly elections. Speaking while addressing stakeholders and leaders of the People's Democratic Party at its residence, Governor Adeleke commended the massive support for the PDP in the last Saturday's election, calling on the political parties in the state to continue to maintain the peace, as democracy is about making choices at the polling stations. Spokesperson of the governor, Madam Olawale Rashid, quoted him as specifically warning against the peace the state is currently experiencing. According to him, the outcome of the manifestation of democracy as a sporting game, and the citizens should be alive to the spirit of sportsmanship. The ongoing reconstruction of Kondo Kuti Road has been described as the dividend of democracy that can be bequeathed to Iwo town and its environment. Oluwo of Iwo Oba Abdulrasheed Akobi, Baale of Papa of Ogbagba, Chief Taliatu Adibite stated this while speaking to Osbc News on the state of the road and the attendant benefit.
A junction to Kuti with Aiba River crossing up to Hospital Road in Iwo. When Osbc News crew visited the area, workers were seen working on the Aiba River crossing, while others were busy with the other segments. Speaking on the road projects, residents of the area were full of appreciation to the administration of Senator Ademola Adeleke for fixing the road that was last constructed in 1979. Messrs. Adeshina, Adedayo and Giwa, a motorcycle mechanic in the area, said the governor has restored life to the area by fixing the road. They expressed surprise that the state government in less than 100 days could come to their aid, despite the fact that no political gladiator live in the area.
Tó di ma fún báyìí lásán tó bá ṣe rọ̀ báyìí ọkọ̀ paná sí àárín obligada yẹn ni inú wa dùn gan ni o.
Ọ̀kadà mọ́tò tí ó kọjá instead àwọn tó ń dọ̀jọ̀ náà bíi tẹ́lẹ̀ àlìsà láwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn sàlẹ̀ mẹ́rin ṣe tó ń to igun bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn hospital kékèké náà wà níbi ilé ẹja wà níbí báyìí tó pé torí ọ̀nà yẹn tí ò da ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń sá tí wọ́n lè gbaná bí báyìí.
Chief Taliatu Adebite is the Baale of Papa Ogbagba, but resident in the area. He said the bad condition of the road had claimed many lives, including his own son, from motorcycle accidents. Chief Taliatu said when completed, the administration of Governor Ademola Adeleke would have restored livelihoods of many residents whose businesses have either folded up or become moribund due to the bad road.
Wá fẹ́ ìrọ̀ ìjọba tí ń bá ní sí ilé kí wọ́n bá ní sí kíní tí a fi cross ojú ọ̀nà kí wọ́n bá ní sí má ojú ọ̀nà.
Oba Abdulrasheed Adewale Akanbi is the Oluwo of Iwo land. He described the road project as a restoration of hopes.
Látìgbà tí gómìnà yìí ti dé, ní ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ tọ́ka àwọn aráàlú gangan. Táwọn eléèbó ń pè ní grassroots. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé ó ń mú kí ìdẹ̀ra kọ́mọ bá àwọn aráàlú ní gómìnà Ademola Adeleke.
The hitherto busy residential and commercial areas are now shadows of their former selves, as most shops of businesses owners have either relocated or closed up their businesses, while the few ones that opened were seen sitting either in the frontage of their shops or sleeping inside. From Iwo, it has been Abdurrahim Adekileku reporting.
The federal government has requested India to grant visa on arrival to Nigerians as a reciprocal gesture. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Justice Godfrey Oyama, made a request at the G20 meeting in India, according to a statement signed by the Minister's Special Advisor, Sarah Sanda. The federal government also requested India to fast-track the issuance of business visas to Nigerians, as it emphasized the need for bilateral trade between both countries. It indicated that the meeting will focus on strengthening multilateralism and deepen cooperation on food and energy security, health, humanitarian assistance. The federal government has raised concern about the growing inequality gap access to digital skills by women, saying the world is losing $1 trillion yearly to the lack of inclusion. The Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Pauline Talent, said this in Abuja while presenting a keynote address at the delegate pre-departure briefing and meeting of the 67th session of the UN Commission on Status of Women, organized by Plan International in Abuja. Dame Talent pointed out that the United Nations Women 2022 Women's Snapshot Report revealed that women's exclusion from the digital world has shaved $1 trillion from the gross domestic product and low and mid-income countries in the decade. She said the loss could grow to $1.5 trillion, tackling the problem online violence, which 38% of the women had personally experienced. The minister noted that a gender-responsive approach to innovation, technology, and digital education can increase the awareness of women and girls regarding their rights and civic engagements. Also, advancements in digital technology offer immense opportunity to address development and humanitarian challenges and to achieve the 2030 Agenda Sustainable Development Goals. The Flying Eagles' biggest match at the ongoing African Under-20 Nations Cup holding in Egypt may clash with Hippos of Uganda at the 22,000 capacity Suez Canal Authority Stadium in Ismaila. Perhaps the patch will not only offer the winner a semi-final ticket, it also grants the victor opportunity to play at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup which to hold in Indonesia from May 20 to June 11. Nigeria of the championship, but Uganda comes in as a country with better record at the last edition of the competition. Uganda won Group B after drawing with South Sudan in the last group game, while Nigeria finished second in a Group A with victories over Egypt and Mozambique and a loss to Senegal to have the clash. Looking forward to an interesting game against the Flying Eagles, Uganda's coach Jackson Mayanja said his side has been preparing hard for the confrontation with the Flying Eagles, believing that the Hippos' brilliant run at the last edition will spur the current group to surpass that feat. Now to foreign stories. British Navy says it has seized anti-tank missile and fence for ballistic missile assembly during a raid on the small boat halting from Iran boats.